Well, good afternoon, everybody. Sorry I haven't been here in a while. COVID hit us, and we locked the doors and stayed in for almost 2 weeks and stuff. So try doing that with your husband for 2 weeks. So finally got out of COVID. Went to a football game with my grandson at the Odd. And of course, while we were there, Joe fell out of the car. So he's bummed up his hip and his leg. So we've been nursing that again. So here we are back in the house again. So it's really testful. So anyway, I got this book, and I think I got it from my sister-in-law's. It's a book from Georgia Historical. And I'm going to make this apple crunch, it's called. First of all, I'd like to tell you about, I don't know if you can see this very well. Every page has something about the town. A picture. This one is a funeral home. This one is the Hodge Livingston home. But every page, no matter what it is, this is North Broad Road looking south. Every page has a picture. So as you're going through this, you're almost getting the feel of the town. It's really nice. I've never seen a cookbook like this. The plantations, the cookhouses, the first African Baptist church. It's just amazing. This was put out in 1991. So got that from my sister-in-law's. Well, as I said, I'm doing an apple crunch. Started the oven at 350. It calls for 4 peeled apples. So I've done some already, so I'm going to do this one here. I use different types of apples. Right now I'm using Cortland and Paula Reds that I have. And it says to, after you peel them, to put them in your dish and cut them thin. So that's what I'm doing right now, is cutting them thin. I've done the rest of the apples. It calls for 4 nice size apples. So I did grease my pan. I always do when I do anything. So didn't call for it, but I do it anyway. So let's get the rest of this apple done. A little chilly out today. I had to go to the doctor's early this morning, and I ran into some hail going toward Silver Creek. So Silver Creek, sorry, but you can keep it, please. So get this last one done here. Okay, I put this in a, there we go. I put this in a 8x8 pan, glass pan. So there you are, that in there. And then it tells me I have to take 1/4 of a cup of water and cover the apples. So here's my water. 1/4 of a cup doesn't look like it's going to cover my apples, but we'll do it. And let's see, do I stir that up? A little bit. So maybe that just gives it the juice at the bottom of the apples. So I'll put that. So that's that. Okay. So now it says I have to do the crunch part of it. So the crunch part calls for 3/4 flour. This is my flour. 3/4. Okay, 3/4 flour. And let's see, 1 cup of sugar. Get a cup out of here without putting it upside down. Okay, make sure, I don't want to overdo it. 1 cup of sugar, put that in there. Seems like a very easy and fast recipe, so if you have your supper and you want a dessert, and you got some apples, these are the last of my apples that I got at the farmer's market, so I will have to get some more. I'm hoping we didn't have it last week at the farmer's market because there was so much rain and the wind was blowing so bad that they canceled it. So I'm hoping they have it this week because I'm running out of a lot of stuff. So now we're going for a teaspoon of cinnamon. So they said we've had the COVID, Joe and I did, for the last week, or 2 weeks rather. I locked all the doors so nobody would come in, and I had the French doors here, and my grandkids would come and knock on the door just enough to wave to us, so that was nice. And if I needed groceries, my son or my daughter would call, go to the store for us, leave it on the porch, call us and say, your food's on the porch. So we didn't even have to go and worry about getting anything and stuff. And we had people bring us chili and chicken noodle soup. We had vegetable soup. So we did pretty well, I guess. I don't want to go through it again, but I was a little sicker than Joe was, but still don't want to go through it again. So it said I put in the cup of sugar, teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1 stick of butter, and then it says to mix all of it. My butter was soft, so we're going to mix that right in there. It's probably going to make like a crumb base, I'm sure, and things. So let's get this out of the way. The sun is out today. It looks beautiful out there. But here we're going to get some bad weather, so here we go. But, you know, I hear a lot of people say, oh, I don't want snow, I hate it, blah, blah, blah. Well, as I say, we chose to live in Western New York. We chose to be able to smell the grapes in the grape season, be able to pick the apples at the apple orchards and stuff, go on hay rides with the kids, and we chose to be here. So if we get snow, we chose it. That's how I feel. I love the changing of the seasons. I figured if if there's a storm, a snowstorm, I always have enough to eat something in this house. I'm not going to starve. If I was down in Florida or Georgia and had to worry about, like, Hurricane Ian, I don't think I would like that. So we'll stay right here, enjoy the 4 seasons, enjoy our friends, our neighbors. So, okay. Now to say this just looks like a crunch of some types. If you see it, it's all crunched up here, and I mixed it all up with the flour and the sugar. And then it says all I have to do is sprinkle it over the apples. So here we go, the apples. I don't know why you're not getting a lot of this, or maybe it's just me not being able to see it. So we're going to take my hands and we're going to sprinkle this all over the top. Just like this. Seems like a lot, but oh well. Didn't tell us how big of a container to put this in, so I always use the 8x8. And it does smell good with that cinnamon in it. Okay, this is what I have. So we're going to try this, see how this turns out for stuff for tonight. And I'm going to put it, I started the oven already. I see it buzzed at 350. So I'll be putting that in the oven. So I'm going to give you the ingredients again, okay? It calls for 4 apples sliced thin. Then it calls for 1/4 cup of water, 3/4 cup of flour, 1 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1 stick of butter. Slice your apples and put it in your dish and put in 1/4 cup of water. Then you take the rest of your ingredients, which is the 3/4 cup of flour, the 1 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, and 1 stick of butter. Mix that all up. I use my fork till it comes to like a crumble. Stick it on your apples. Put it in the oven at 350, and it says here till the apples are tender. I would say at least 30 minutes, but check it depending on your apples. I never use Red Delicious apples. They are a nice eating apple, nice to make a salad with, but as far as baking with them, I choose not to bake with those. And I use 3 different types of apples. I've used Cortland here, I've used Paula Red, and for the life of me, I can't remember the 3rd apple I've used. So I do mix my apples so they're all not the same and stuff. So that is the Apple Crunch. And I say it was from this Decatur County Historical of 1991. And it's just a beautiful book to learn the history. Under every picture, there's just a few paragraphs or a few lines of what it is. You know, what the house is when it was built. It survived World War I and World War II, and it's still located on Florida Street. So it's really a nice, if you don't even bake and you just want a history of this town, get the book. I know it's going to be hard to find now, but you can go through it and almost feel like you're in the town. It is so nice. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a good day, and I hope you don't come down anything. We wear our mask out now. For a while we had stopped wearing them. Now we're wearing them. I'm not trying to tell people what to do, but please just be careful out there, because that COVID isn't the best thing. Okay? Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Go on to Yahoo and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Have a nice day, everybody. Bye-bye.